And joining us now is Tracy Walder, NewsNation contributor and former CIA officer and FBI special agent. Tracy, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
Tracy, it's baffling. When we spoke last, officials seemed so confident that they had him cornered in a single square mile. Now he is miles away from that. What does this tell you?
Well, no perimeter is impermeable. I mean, I think that's the number one issue here. And I think sometimes we think it is impenetrable, but it's not. And I think the key is just what Evan was talking about, this issue of support. He came actively looking for people. He is staying around this area looking for these acquaintances. And I think that's really key. And I'd like to see police being a bit more proactive in perhaps stationing people outside of some of those known acquaintances' homes that he hasn't visited yet, because the reality is Mr. Cavalcante has no support here in America. He came here illegally from Brazil, and I do think that he's going to try to get in touch with some of these acquaintances that he had.
Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that because, Evan Lambert just saying he was trying to speak to an acquaintance near a Ring camera, it certainly seems like the obvious next step is to station someone outside of every known potential acquaintance or contact of this man. I know you mentioned that they had tried to use the voice of his mother to lure him out before. What details can you tell us about this and if it had any effect?
I personally don't think that this had any effect, just because he's a desperate person with truly nothing to lose. And the crime that he committed, stabbing, an ex-girlfriend over 30 times in front of her child, is really heartless. And so I'm not sure how much of an impact that's going to make. However, these are easy and passive things that law enforcement can be doing and should be doing to try to lure him out. And this was done similarly at the Waco compound during the Waco siege. They rang out the voices of the children who had left the compound and hoping to coax their parents out. They didn't come out. It didn't work, but it is something that has been done in the past.
It has already been 11 days. He's been spotted, as you mentioned before, so many times on surveillance cameras, now an hour away from the prison. How long at this point do you think it will take police to catch this convict?
Well, I think after really learning that he tried to contact some acquaintances and the fact that there was no police there, I'm concerned that they are focused too much on setting up this perimeter. The reality is he can get through. I would really, really like to see them be a bit more proactive. And I do think that that will help find him a bit more quickly.
Is this the kind of person who, when caught, could actually be valuable to law enforcement in terms of, communicating how convicts and individuals of interest evade police and escape these perimeters?
That's an excellent question, Natasha. And actually, I used to do that a lot when talking with prisoners and detainees and those kinds of things. The reality is you want to get intelligence from him once he has been brought back. And I do think that they will try to get that information from him, although I'm not sure how successful they'll ultimately be.
Okay. Tracy Walder, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.